here. But through the process of the mind, we are going to look at some examples in the Bible, starting from the book of John chapter 8 verse 3 to 11, which says, "And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery, and when they had set her in the midst, they said unto him, Master, this woman was taken in adultery in the very act. Now Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned. But what sayest thou?" This they said, tempting him that they might have to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground as though he heard them not. So when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself and said unto them, "He that is without sin among you, let him be the first to cast a stone at her." And again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. And they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience, went out one by one, beginning at the eldest, even unto the last. And Jesus was left alone, and the woman standing in the midst. When Jesus had lifted up himself and saw none but the woman, he said unto her, "Woman, where are those thy accusers? Has no one condemned thee?" She said, "No, no man, Lord." And Jesus said unto her, "Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more." Now, my dear friends, when Jesus stooped down on the ground and was inscribing some things on the ground, what do you think that he was actually doing at that moment? What he was doing at that moment was that he was meditating through his mind on the right answer to be able to give to these people. Because he was the Son of God does not mean that he would just have to say anything at any time. He needed to think through and make sure that he gave them a reasonable answer. And by so doing, he needed to engage his mind to the point whereby when they were saying those things, he just stooped down as though he was writing something on the ground. And as soon as the question came to him, he stood up and answered them, and every one of them were marveled and were guilty of themselves. Now at this junction, I want to tell each and every one of us to learn to put our minds to work. Learn to engage your mind. Learn to fill your mind with so much positive things, with the right thinking. Learn to build capacity by feeding your mind with good things that will yield positive results for you. Read books that will equip you. Watch some movies and videos that will be able to make you grow, that will develop your mind, that will propel you into getting up to doing the right thing. Now,